Imagine waking up one morning, checking your phone, and seeing money in your account. Not from a job, not from a side hustle you worked on yesterday, but from something that supposedly works on its own. Sounds like a dream, right? That's the promise of passive income. Everyone talks about it. Blogs, YouTube videos, social media gurus. Earn money while you sleep. But here's the truth behind passive income. The things nobody really tells you, and why it's not as easy or magical as most people think. When most people hear passive income, they imagine money pouring in while they lounge on a beach. The reality is, passive income is rarely passive at first. Every form of passive income, whether it's rental properties, stocks, drop shipping, or digital products, requires huge upfront effort, time, and sometimes a lot of money. You need to learn skills, make mistakes, and grind for months, sometimes years, before anything even starts to feel passive. And here's the kicker. The stories you see online are the outliers. Those $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month success stories are carefully selected. Most people trying the same thing fail, struggle, or make far less than they expected. Let's break it down. Suppose you want to earn money through rental properties. You're not just buying a house. You're researching neighborhoods, handling paperwork, dealing with contractors, marketing the property, managing tenants, and fixing emergencies. Or take digital products like an ebook, a course, or a YouTube channel. You spend hours creating content, learning marketing, building an audience, and constantly adjusting based on what works and what doesn't. Even automated systems need monitoring. In other words, passive income is rarely truly passive. It's active work disguised as passive, at least in the beginning. The difference is that the work shifts from daily labor to long-term maintenance, but it doesn't disappear. Here's something almost nobody talks about. Passive income can mess with your mind. You see a guru making money online and think, if they can do it, I can too. This creates unrealistic expectations. You invest time, energy, or money into a project that doesn't take off immediately, and suddenly frustration and self-doubt creep in. Many people give up, thinking they've failed, when in reality, success in passive income requires patience, persistence, and sometimes years of iteration. There's also a danger of focusing solely on income. True wealth isn't just about money flowing in, it's about stability, knowledge, and sustainable growth. Chasing the dream of passive income alone can blind you to these realities. Another truth people ignore is that every passive income opportunity carries risk. Stocks can crash, rental tenants can disappear, websites can lose traffic overnight. Even automated systems fail. The reason some people succeed is not luck, it's calculated risk-taking, learning from failure, and being prepared to adapt. Many passive income hacks online are high risk, short-term tricks that might work for a few months but collapse over time. So before you dive in, remember that no passive income is 100% safe, and no shortcut is guaranteed. The people who succeed are those who treat it like a real business, not a magic trick. They invest time in learning, consistently improve their strategies, and focus on assets that grow over time. Examples include investing in dividend stocks or index funds for long-term growth, creating digital products or content that scales like a blog, YouTube channel, or course, or real estate with proper management and a plan for long-term equity. Automated businesses can work too, but only if they're built with smart systems and ongoing attention. The common factor is patience, persistence, and smart planning. There are no shortcuts, only long-term strategies that slowly compound over time. To avoid falling into the hype trap, do your research and understand what the income stream really requires. Expect initial hard work. The first months or even years won't be effortless. Focus on skills, not just money, because the skills you learn will pay off in ways money alone cannot. Prepare for failure, because it's normal, and every failure teaches you something valuable. Think long-term and don't chase get-rich-quick schemes. Here's the honest truth. Passive income is possible, but it's not glamorous, effortless, or instant. Most people won't tell you this because it doesn't sell. The dream of money while you sleep is real, but only if you're willing to do the hard, often boring work up front. If you're ready to start, focus on building skills, creating real value, and thinking long-term. That's the only way to turn the dream of passive income into something that actually works. The truth might not be sexy, but it's far more powerful than the lies. Start learning, start working, and with patience, what seems impossible today can become your reality tomorrow. And here's something even more important. Passive income isn't just about making money, it's about freedom. Freedom to choose how you spend your time, freedom to focus on what matters most to you, and freedom to build something that lasts. But that freedom doesn't come from shortcuts or luck. It comes from consistent effort, smart decisions, and a willingness to keep learning even when things get tough. You have to treat it like planting a tree. You water it, give it sunlight, and take care of it every day, even when you don't see results right away. Over time, it grows, and eventually, it starts giving fruit on its own. That's the reality of passive income. It takes patience, commitment, and care, but the reward is worth it. So don't be fooled by flashy stories or overnight success claims. Focus on building real skills, creating something valuable, and staying consistent. The path may be slower than you imagined, but it's the only one that leads to real, lasting results. Thanks for watching.